And courses here, so we're in the lesson right now. If I click on courses, that is going to show me anything that I'm enrolled in. So you see right now I'm enrolled in Intro to Online Learning and Physical Science A, which would be like Physical Science first semester. So there's a lot of information here, but this is just a great place to not only see where you're at in the class, grade wise, but to see where you are in terms of pace, and making sure that you are getting through enough stuff to kind of keep a pace where you're getting 2 classes done in a normal quarter or 1 class done a month. That's the general pace that you want to kind of have here, though you can, we'll make whatever work. First off, when it comes to the score, current score is the only one that matters. Score to date just fills in zeros for this. Well, typically, at least fills in zeros for the stuff that you haven't done yet. Ignore score to date. As Odysseyware is tweaking things, it's just best to not look at it. The progress percent here, that just shows how much of the class you've gotten finished. So I haven't done anything in the intro class. I'm at 0%. I've done an assignment, maybe 2. 1 assignment, it looks like. And so I'm 2% done in the class. If I go from here and if I, let's say I'm just working on the 1 class and I get from 0 to 25% by next week, then I know that I'm making enough progress to have this done by the end of the quarter. If I go from 25 to 50, then I'm doing great. But if I go like the next week from 50 to 60, well, that's not another 25%. I may need to do a little bit more to kind of get myself back up to where I want to be. But again, it's nothing to stress about. It's just a guideline. A lot of students find this pacing bubble here to be a little stressful because, if you're on track, that's great, and it'll tell you that. But if you happen to either fall behind or maybe you get onto Odysseyware just certain days of the week, sometimes you might get on and it'll say you're behind. And that's not necessarily the case. I have students that get on once a week and they power through a bunch of stuff on their 1 day off or whatever they have, and so they just they ignore the pacing and just do as much as they can when they log on, and we make it work. And that's fine. Typically, I ignore anything with the assignments per day or days remaining, because those are based on doing classes 5 days a week. And if that's what you want to do, then that actually might be ideal. But when you see days remaining, that's not actually just 26 days. That's 26 days plus weekends. So it's a little misleading. But I'm going to show you one more thing here. And that is under the, I'm going to go into physical science here. You can do the same thing with Intro to Online Learning. By clicking anywhere along this bar, it'll take you in and show you all of the units in that class and where you're at. I'm going to click on this first unit, and it'll show me all of the lessons in that unit. It'll show me how I've done on each assignment, whether it's graded, whether it's assigned, whether it's waiting to be graded. I can see all of that here. And it can be kind of a nice study tool because I can go back into the